So, like, after 9/11, do you think the next day at work in the New York Jets office building that they had a conversation and were like, should we change the name?
Fuck, that's a good one.
Just
That's genuinely a great question.
because it's like you're sitting there and you're like, I don't know, you're some C-suite guy, you know, you're like 45, you're probably from New York.
I don't think so.
Yeah. Well, because then the terrorists win. If you change the name, the terrorists win.
If you change the name, the terrorist wins. Now.
Well, because the Giants are called the Giants because of the skyscrapers. So the two teams in New York are named after planes and buildings.
Yeah. And no, you know, what a shame that there are no twins in the fucking NFL.
Yeah.
Because imagine if the fucking Sunday after 9/11 and you have the New York Jets playing against the Minnesota Twins.
Well, then we could also extrapolate to that. Do you think, because the baseball season was, I think baseball season would have been wrapping up.
Yeah.
Baseball season would have been wrapping up or getting
we're going to be heading to playoffs,
into playoffs. And you think they had like a sit down too? They were like, so I don't know, because it's the Twin Cities.
So.
Like, I know it's like the Twin Cities. In Minnesota,
but you know,
but your name is the Twins. Your name is the Twins.
You go Minnesota. You go Minnesota Twins. You don't think New York. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't know. That must have been a fun. No. That would not have been a fun. I don't know.
Interesting.
It would have been an interesting sit. It would have been an interesting sit.
What do you think about all the people that had parties booked for 9?
Wasn't it like a weekday? Wasn't it like a weekday?
Yeah, but think about it this way. You are getting married.
It was a Tuesday.
You getting married. You booked this really beautiful venue on a Tuesday because, you know, it's a weekday. It's relatively cheap.
Yeah.
Right? And, you know, 9/11 happens early in the morning. Do you still go through with the wedding?
Are they going to give me my deposit back? Probably not.
So.
Probably not.
Probably not.
I don't know. Imagine the sense of relief you would feel if you were like a college like intern, and it's like the early 2000s. So intern culture is, you know, basically like legal slavery. You know, you're working stupid hours and not getting paid. And imagine you went, your buddies convinced you to go out Monday night drinking, and you wake up with the worst hangover ever. And you're like, I can't today. I need a me day. I need a me day today. Imagine. That would be, I don't know. I don't even know how you would. That would be crazy. Well, that's what happened with the guy who made Family Guy, Seth MacFarlane. He was supposed to be on one of the planes, and he was hungover and missed his flight.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I could never be too hungover for?
What, Brandon?
Episode 5 of Mom Said It's My Turn on the podcast. I'm Brandon.
And I'm Victor.
And that's all the 9/11 for now. That's all the 9/11 until we get to the Momscast 9/11 special in September. All
right, Brandon.
My throat's quite parched. Let's.
I'm quite parched right now. So,
alrighty. Today I have a Raspberry Colorado Mule by Cures Craft Beverage Co. in Loveland.
Beautiful. Me, on the other hand, I decided to keep it simple today. I couldn't be bothered to pick a, more artsy craft beer today. So I went with, something kind of classy. I went with some Stella Artois. right?
Very nice. Very nice.
You know, classy.
Very nice.
So give us a sec while we pour. But
Well, we gotta
before
crack
that,
them open quick.
I gotta crack them open. 3, 2, 1. Woo! All right, let me go get my glass. Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, that's really good.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. So now that we've gotten the fun stuff out of the way and we have our little drinky drinks in hand, let's do some of the boring stuff that we have to do. If you have something funny to tell the fellas, you can shoot us an email at momsaiditsmyturnpodcast@gmail.com.
We couldn't get the other one.
Yeah, and if you're having fun here, you could follow us. You could like and subscribe.
Just saying.
Just
You
saying.
don't have to. You actually do have to, but like,
Yeah. Unfortunately, we must all follow Momscast.
this is like not drinking in your dorm. Like, you don't have to, but it's really hard to enforce. You know what I mean?
I got friend of the show, Riz Thew. I got him hooked on Ava. We started watching Ava because both of us were like, my shows are over right now. I would like to watch a show weekly, and I have been bugging him to watch Ava for legit like a year and a half at this point, and he was finally just like, yeah, let's just watch it. And so we watched the first 2 episodes, and when Misato was on the screen, he was like, wait, Brandon, is that who you have the cutout of? And I was like, okay, first off, had, as you can see, it's not up anymore. It's in deep storage. It's in deep storage when the office got closed and our assets got seized. After the pod went on hiatus. And that was a lengthy legal battle. Part of the reason why we took so long to get back. But I got my cutout back. I'm just waiting for a good excuse to put it up.
Dude, talking about anime. You know what I went to yesterday?
Did you go to a con?
No. Worse.
Oh no, what do you mean worse? What do you mean worse?
I went to the Umamusume Dash at the, what do you call that, at the horse race place? What do you call the horse race place in English?
Like the track?
Yeah, the horse track. Okay, so Umamusume Pretty Derby is a gacha game that has, of course, an anime attached to it. It's actually hilarious because some girls talked with the horse track people, and they actually made an official event where like cosplayers were gonna get on like full cosplay and run on the fucking
Jesus
track
Christ.
in between the horse races on the Saturday. And they were gonna have, like cosplay competitions. They were gonna have like the artist alley. It was so fun because I went with some friends yesterday and I got to like sit down, bet money on horses,
and then the
watch
Umamusume
cosplayers eat shit like on
Well, were you allowed to bet on the Umamusume cosplayers?
I was so disappointed. Like, how are you not gonna let me bet on the Umamusumes, bro?
Yeah, so one of the YouTubers that I like watching, Brandon Perna, he does That's Good Sports on YouTube. He's a big Broncos guy. He's like this 40-year-old guy, big into the Broncos, but he makes like NFL league coverage videos. And it was very funny over the course of last season, watching this 40-year-old man who probably could not tell you an anime besides like Pokemon and Dragon Ball Z become acutely aware of Umamusume. Was very funny over the course of last season.
I will say.
Well, because they found the Broncos, and so now you've got these people who would not give a shit about football being like, oh, horses, like the anime that I like.
I will say a friend got me into playing Umamusume. It's actually kind of like, it's less a gacha and more like a roguelike in very weird ways. And, we went, we chatted, we had a few brewskis, and it was so funny seeing the intersection of anime fans and regular people that just go regularly to the horse track to bet. Me and my friends were just like drinking beers and betting on horses. We were betting on the horse races.
Yeah.
We went 2 for 4.
Hell yeah. Okay.
We went 2 for 4. We were playing small bets. We were playing like $1, $2, $3 bets. Like I bet it like $2 and I got like back 240.
There you go.
Like,
There you go.
It's not a lot, but it was really fun. I thought it was a nice thing, but I will tell you something that I did not expect.
What?
There were so many minors there.
At the horse track?
I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, my parents took me to the horse track a couple of times when I was a kid. It is like, you can just go and watch the horses. Like, nobody is forcing you to bet at the horse track, technically. You can just go to watch the event as, like, a race. Technically. But, oh, geez, dude, never mind. I'm not even going to say it. I'm not going to say it because I don't want to have to cut it out.
I will say I was walking out and I was talking with one of the vendors and I was like, so I wanted to buy a sticker because I had just made like $2 in total for my bets, right? And I go like, hey, I just won. There was a guy, like an older guy with a like a Disney bound style cosplay. You know what Disney bounding is? Which is like,
yes, I'm aware.
You're not really cosplaying, but you're kind of like trying to come off as the character without doing the cosplay.
Yeah.
He was Disney bounding like the training uniform for the Umas.
Okay.
It's like an older guy. This guy could have been like 50. Like this guy could have been older than my dad.
Interesting. Okay.
And I go, no, yeah, I just like, thanks to this horse, I actually like make like $2. Like I want to get like a sticker or something. Do you have anything like that's $2? And the guy just looks over to me and he goes, I actually own that horse, you know?
Oh, hell yeah.
I actually own the guy, like the 50-year-old goes, I actually own that horse. No, my daughter got me into Umamusume and I just kind of love this shit.
No, it's I'm waiting for the Broncos Umamusume promotion. You know?
Well, Umamusume is getting huge. They're having a collab with the Kentucky Derby next year.
Deadass? Like deadass?
Google it. Let me Google it right now.
Chad, is this real? Chad, is this real?
Maybe I'll Google it for you right now.
Chad, is this real?
Wait, no. Sai Games, the developer of Umamusume Pretty Derby, is sponsoring that. Oh, they actually did it this year. The 2026 Kentucky Derby, continuing their partnership with the iconic race. This collaboration features promotions during the event, often bringing the Horse Girl team to Churchill Downs. Let me see what they have planned for next year. No. Apparently, like they're just gonna have like shit next year, like more shit. Which I just think it's hilarious that like this is the thing. Stuff like smoking, drinking, and betting is always there. It's just like it gets to a point. Brandon, are you there?
I'm pouring a PBR out.
Oh.
I'm pouring a PBR out. Just give me a second. You can keep talking. Just give me a second.
Okay. I thought you froze. It goes like smoking, drinking, and betting. It's always been there, but like there's a point where it feels like this is some shit old people do, and I get no benefit to it. So you kind of have to rebrand it.
See. Old people have their drinking, smoking, and betting at the racetrack. We have our drinking at home, our smoking also at home, and our betting, well, it takes a couple forms. Some people have it on their phones. Not nice. IMO, not nice. Some people buy their CSGO crates or CS2 crates. Some people buy their boxes of Magic cards.
Yeah.
At the end of the day,
we're
doing the same shit. Exactly. We're doing the same shit they were.
It's like, okay, because I know for a fact that my parents did not drink Four Locos and Buzzballs but they were I know for a fact that they were getting off the rocker in cheap box wine, because that one was cool with the Gen Xers. You know, Gen Xer like teenage dirtbag booze was box wine.
I'm
right?
sure my parents were ripping Quaaludes. Like, I don't know. I feel like they had to have.
It would have been like a missed chance if they didn't.
No, my parents were probably drinking 40s.
Dude, it's like, how do you get the young people back in the racetrack? Okay, just make an app with a bunch of pretty horse girls. Exactly. And then making a band with pretty horse ladies to get them into the racetrack, get them hooked on betting. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Give
That's
them
all
a good
you have
show.
to do. It's not that hard.
Give them a good show. You know, like I think it's great. I think we need more people at the less people on call sheet. Less people on call sheet, more people on the horse track, guys. Come on.
I agree with this, dude. It's like I feel like we could take this Umamusume hype and we could use it in some other industries. Oh no, the gentleman's club is not doing so hot. I'm the owner, I'm the promoter. I go in there, I go, ladies, I have found the answer to all of our problems. You're going to dress up.
Exactly what you're gonna say.
You are going to dress up like horse girls. Your clientele will look a little different tonight. Instead of being sleazy, middle-aged white guys, your clientele is going to be 20-somethings. Yeah, your clientele is going to be 20-something, statistically speaking, females. I'm just saying, your clientele, instead of old greasy fat guys, is gonna be young women who spend too much time on TikTok.
Dude,
I think we keep having these great business ideas.
Are we a business podcast?
We might be a business pod. Look, I'm just saying, if you're a gentleman's club and you're in a down streak, which you're probably in a down streak. Let's just be honest here. I'm just saying, let's try
Umamusume Pretty Derby night.
Let's try the Umamusume promotion. Let's see what that does for business. Yeah, let's try getting some new clientele in.
And if Uma don't work for you, maybe Genshin Impact or something like that.
Yeah, maybe.
You know what I'm saying?
Maybe. I feel like just a general anime night at the club could be a nice one.
Yeah, absolutely. It'd be so fucking funny.
It would be so funny. But I do think the caveat is, if you are one of these establishments in a rural area, I don't think this works for you.
No.
I think you need to be in a developed area for this idea to work.
If you are in a rural area, you just need to get like goth girls. That's what you need. You need goth girls.
Yeah, because then you can make it like a tourist attraction. Come to our goth gentlemen's club. Come to our goth girl gentlemen's club.
Fucking stupid.
What else could we solve by putting anime girls in it? What other problems could we solve with anime girls?
The military. Have you seen the pictures floating around?
I have. Yes, I have.
With Misato at the fucking army recruiting bench.
Dude, genjutsu of that kind does not work on me. I will not fall for this propaganda.
Again,
genjutsu of that type does not work on me.
I'm just saying the military has to embrace hot women again, because I wanted to be a fucking fighter plane pilot, but when you told me that we don't get to paint pretty ladies on the plane anymore, I was thoroughly disinterested.
I should be allowed to put Makima on the side of the plane.
Hear me out, hear me out. You put like Rise from Chainsaw, a pin-up Rise from Chainsaw Man on the nose of the plane.
Oh, no, fire idea, though. Well, because the planes don't really have they're not, like, the same shape as the old planes, you know?
Yeah, but you can still put it, like, on the wings or something.
Yeah, you can still probably do it.
¿Cómo se llama? You call it you call the plane suit explosive or something like that.
Okay, so if you're the United States military, you functionally have an unlimited budget, correct?
Yeah.
So why not if you're Mr. Peter Hegseth, let's hope he's drunk enough that he thinks we're geniuses. Let's hope he's
But
drunk
we
enough.
are geniuses.
Let's hope him and Cash Money are drunk enough that they think this is a fire
Brandon,
idea.
have you been watching SNL again, Brandon?
But I don't watch SNL. You know I don't watch SNL. I hear Cash and I think Cash Money. But so anyways, okay, so you are the United States military. You have functionally an unlimited budget. Why have we not spent however much money it is? I can't imagine making a 12-episode seasonal anime is that expensive. Why have we not funded an anime that is basically just U.S. military propaganda? Because this seems like the easiest layup of all time. You have your main character. He's trying to figure out which branch he's going to enlist in. And there's a hot anime girl. There's a hot anime girl in each of the four ones. And they're fighting for his attention. And so then you immediately have inherently baked in propaganda. But also, now you've got Who's Best Girl. You've got a Who's Best Girl in your 12-episode seasonal anime. And then,
I'm just saying,
I can't imagine it costs that much money to make one of these shows. And then you spend the budget just industry planning the shit out of it. Pay people, pay the media to review it. Pay these YouTubers. You could pay these YouTubers scraps to be like, is this the best seasonal anime of winter 2026? Am I not cooking right here?
You grab like the best girls, right? You put the Air Force girl on like a fucking whatever the fuck that the cool planes are right now.
Yeah.
Right? You get the Navy girl on one of the ships. You get the Army girl on a tank. Right? Space Force girl, I don't know what you're gonna do.
No. You don't do the Space Force. Space Force is an offshoot of the Air Force, technically.
No, Space Force is its own branch now, Brandon.
I know it's its own branch, but it is functionally the Air Force.
Anyways, and then you also grab I don't know what you would do with the Marines.
I don't know what you do for the Marines either. Girl? I don't know. Which one do you make the tsundere? I feel like Army girl.
The Marine.
You would go Marine?
No, it's the Marine.
Okay.
I don't think you're cool or anything.
With the Air Force, right with the Air Force girl, you give her a magical girl transformation sequence where she gets into the plane.
Yes, but her whole personality is that she thinks she's too good for you.
Yes, and she's the shortest one of the group.
Absolutely. Navy girl is a tomboy.
Yes.
Navy girl is just one of the boys.
Yeah, Navy girl is the tomboy. Maybe she's the childhood best friend.
No, we cannot make her childhood best friend.
What are we calling our seasonal anime? No, childhood best friend is the Coast Guard member.
Yes.
What are we calling our 12-episode seasonal anime that is just blatant United States military propaganda?
We call it the summer I waved my ASVAB.
Oh, jeez. Look, I'm just saying, we keep having these good ideas. We keep having these excellent ideas. Because, dude, the military spends so much of their budget on Hollywood. Dude, Hollywood's on the decline. These Japanese cartoons, they're the shit right now.
The damn Japanese cartoons.
And then, like the Misato cosplayer at the army recruitment thing, now we just find some service people, and we're like, hey, I know you signed up to do like your duty to your country.
I need you to dress up as a Navy tomboy.
I need you to dress up like an anime girl and flirt with skinny white boys.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm just saying, this is what I'm thinking, roster wise. So this is my pitch. You can give me your pitch lately, okay? So, right, you have, it's like nondescript GI, like regular GI is her main character. you know.
Yeah,
And
skinny
then
white
he
boy,
has-
skinny white boy.
He has two friends. One is like clearly Hispanic on the shorter side, very much the cholo stereotype,
Yep.
right? And on the other side, I don't know. I need to get another stereotype. I need to be Asian boy with the spiked up hair.
Okay.
That's who
yeah,
you need
Yeah.
with the
yeah,
sport
yeah,
glasses,
yeah.
right? Right. Though that's her supporting cast on the male side, and you have our main character, which is regular GI Joe.
His
Okay.
name is G.I. Joe.
What?
His name could just be G.I. Joe.
It's just regular GI Joe.
Yeah.
His name is Joe, and he's gonna be a GI. Okay, and then, they are like in college, in community college. You're kind of not taking classes right now, and they don't want to pay more to go to state school. So they decide one day they go check out the offices, right? But they only start to do this because G.I. Joe's childhood best friend was like, well, I signed up for the Coast Guard reserves like 2 years ago, and I've been having a nice time.
Yeah.
Maybe you should sign up to the Coast Guard too, right? And she's kind of like the shy, quiet type.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah. The childhood
And then
best friend. Yeah.
instead of G.I. Joe getting the hint, he goes to the recruitment offices, and then he kind of does like a tour, and they give him like a taste, and that's how he starts meeting the different branches, right?
Yeah.
So you got your fucking tsundere marine. You got that short stack that thinks you like she's too good for you, Air Force lady.
Air Force One would be blonde, correct?
Yeah, I would make her blonde.
Yeah.
And then Army is, I would say Army is the one that's a little bit too happy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She's not all there.
Army, I'm thinking redhead to go with the beige that they wear.
Yeah.
Gives you a pop of color.
Yeah.
Gives you a pop of color.
Yep. Navy, we got our tanned tomboy. Classic.
Yeah.
Classic. And then you just have weird fucking Space Force girl who is just over there. She's kind of odd.
Yes, you're correct. Actually, that's how you handle Space Force girl. She's not supposed to be in the best girl conversation, but you make her like the weird one doing all like the computer stuff. She's like, I'm tracking the satellites. And she's just like the messy black hair with like the thick ass glasses. And the long sleeves, way too long.
There's gonna be obviously there's gonna be a big contention over. There's gonna be a small but vocal minority that will say that Space Force girl is
most annoying people
girl.
you've ever met will say this.
Will say that, and I think that's how you get people.
And then
into
each episode, maybe we give like 2 or 3 episodes to each girl. And so it's like you have your Army propaganda.
Scenes.
You have and some group scenes, of course. But like,
of course, we need the beach episode.
You're right, but that's the Coast Guard girls episode.
But the others tag along.
And then to end our series, our protagonist. I don't think our protagonist can make a choice.
No. We end the series with a protagonist goes, I've made my decision. And you just hear a bell. And you just see like the office, the recruitment office. But it's never showed which recruitment office he went to.
Jump cut. Actually, he says he's made his decision. Jump cut. 30 years later, he is now... you could see he's like sitting at a desk. He's in a suit, like a normal suit. He has a wedding ring on. He has a wedding ring on, and he is now
a purple heart. Oh,
yes,
and a purple
yes,
heart,
and a purple
framed
heart
in the back.
And he is the president. That's how we end our series. Because this is propaganda, Victor. This is propaganda.
And they all walk in because they're in the cabinet.
Because this is also secretly Mormon propaganda. It is a polycule because this is secretly also Mormon propaganda.
Let's fucking go. This is great.
Dude,
This is great. We're
dude.
cooking so
We are
hard here.
cooking. We're cooking, dude. We are fucking cooking. All right, man. It's the last game of the tournament. You know, I'm really excited to see your deck. Let's have a good game.
No sleeves, huh?
No deodorant, huh?
Actually, for my first turn, what I am gonna do is that I am gonna play a mountain and tap that for Soul Ring, which is then gonna permit me to use my special secret layer. Momscast is at Signet. Okay, if you can consult the text under the card, it says that you get to follow at Momscast on YouTube, Instagram, and the platform formerly known as Twitter. Pass the turn to you.
All right, man. I guess I'll draw a card. I will. I'll play a swamp. I'll tap my swamp, and I'll put down. Rate the episode 5 stars. For one, when that enters the battlefield, you have to rate the episode 5 stars on Spotify, and also you have to answer the episode poll. Does this resolve?
In response to your action, actually, I am going to cast a counter spell, which is then going to compel you to subscribe to the podcast on the YouTube. Seeing as you can consult in the chart, most of our viewers are not subscribed. So then I will pass over priority to you, and you can keep on with your turn.
I will, for 0, scoop at instant speed. And we are back.
Again, if you guys have any mid-roll suggestions or a mid-roll you want to see, again, send it over. You can comment it on any of the platforms, or you can send it over at the email at Brandon.
momsaiditsmyturnpodcast at gmail.com. Please also email us your Masato Katsuragi drawings. Please.
Us is a strong word, but I'll let it slide.
Okay, so today I was having like I had a busy weekend. Band had a show yesterday, and I had work yesterday as well. Just a long day yesterday. Today I was like, I'm not doing anything until I have to be here recording. So I started combing through my Magic cards. I bought a box of Secrets of Strixhaven. Technically, I got half
Pretty
a
good
box.
set.
Me and a buddy
Pretty
split
good
it. Dude, I did not realize that I pulled a Jessica's Will.
What?
In the box.
Oh, in the archive. I told you.
Yeah.
I texted you. Let me come to your rares, because I think Jessica's Will is at a rare.
Yeah,
right?
I did not notice it when I was, because like there's so many cards on the table. And I can't have an encyclopedic knowledge of all of them.
No, like what I do when I'm cracking packs is that I do a rare stack, because most of the expensive cards are not gonna be mythics. Half of the mythics are Hadouki, because this is the difference between Pokemon and Magic. In Magic, the expensive cards are not the pretty cards.
No, they're the good cards. That Magic is low-key scalper-proof because Magic is low-key scalper-proof because to a collector who is just holding on to these things for value, it's not like there's flashy art on these. It's not like, oh, dude, this is like OG Charizard or whatever the expensive Pokemon cards are now. It's like, nah, dude, this is Heroic Intervention. It is one of the ugliest cards I've ever seen. And it is $25.
Yeah, because it's just a good card.
It's just Magic is directly tied to how good the card is.
Competitive Magic.
Yeah.
So what will happen is that for standard, like you'll have like a random common or uncommon at like $10 or some shit like that, and then as soon as it stops being competitive viable, price goes like this.
Yeah, but so
implodes.
I'm working on building. I also pulled Prismari, the Inspiration, And
I want him. I offered to get him off your hands.
I think I'm gonna try to build it into a bracket 4 because I have the Jessica's Will, which is one of the things that'll really help it with that.
Yeah.
So it's like that would be the most expensive card in the deck list.
I could lend you my Ristic Study.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to pick up a Ristic Study.
Oh. Look, the thing. I'm collecting enchantments. I'm collecting specifically the bonus sheet from Wilds of Eldraine. You know how there's like a bonus sheet in Strixhaven that where they're like spells, like and stuff.
Yeah.
There's one that's full of like just enchantments.
Oh, nice.
Wait, I'm done with the most expensive ones. I'm only missing one of the most expensive ones. Gonna be around like back when I was actually like playing Magic a lot. I was using my bulk to trade up.
Yep.
And that's how I got my Ristic Study.
Oh, nice.
And then now what I'm missing is a doubling season, which is like $50 at the time. It's getting a few reprints here and there, so I don't think it's like the most expensive one any longer.
Yeah.
I think my Ristic Study is now more expensive. But like I need to finish the set.
Yeah, I'm also looking at doing so I'm building this Prismari out. I got a lot of really good green-black cards in the box. So I just need to figure out what to, because I got the Planeswalker out of the set. I need to figure out what else to put with it. And then, dude, I have fallen into the fucking money pit because now I'm like, hey, Reality Fracture, need to wait to see what they're putting in that set. I could get a box of Reality Fracture in the fall.
I wish. Last box I bought was Bloomborough. Best like investment ever. Me and my buddies drafted that box. Like
nice.
we played draft. I don't like buying boxes just to crack.
Yeah.
Hey, I actually like drafting. I like newsflash. I like playing Magic. I don't just like getting the shinies.
I like playing it too.
But lately the latest sets, and I don't want to get on this in the podcast. I have just been very, very disappointed with the state of Magic the Gathering lately.
I don't want to touch this on the pod. We will scare the shit out of our audience.
Yeah, absolutely.
Aside from some things, I don't think we give off like turbo nerds. We rein ourselves in quite a bit on this podcast. We rein ourselves in quite a bit on this podcast to not scare you, dear listener. But dude,
sure.
Dude, I think I'm in the money pit. I think I have fallen into the money pit, and I was warned about the money pit. I was given a warning about the money pit at age 12. When I was 12 years old, my mother took my friends and I into the local game store to buy packs. We were in middle school. My mother took us to go buy packs of cards, and we're at the register. We're buying Core 14, I think. Core 14 was the set at the time. Not a good set.
I like core sets. I
liked the core sets. I liked the core sets. They were good for the lore. Yeah. Because they started focusing on the lore pretty heavy.
Core sets are great drafts.
But anyways, we're at the register. We're buying our Core 14 packs. And what was it? The guy at the register looks at my mom, who's brought these 4 12-year-olds into the store, and they're all excited. They're spending, $15, $20 each, which was like, you're 12.
Decent amount of money. Yeah.
For a 12-year-old. Decent amount of money. And he goes, that's a smart move, ma'am. You're getting them started on Magic. They'll never have enough money to buy drugs. And I was like, wait. Is this not cool? I was like, is this not cool? I'm buying Magic cards. Should I not be buying Magic cards?
Dude. This is what me and my friends do lately.
Proxies.
We support proxies in this household.
I'm going to be honest. I don't have an issue with proxies as long as everybody's on the same page about proxies.
Yeah. No.
Because it's like, for me, it's like, I'm going to build out the deck list for this Prismari online first. And then I'm going to focus on, then I'm going to probably build it with what I have and what I can get a hold of easy. But I'll probably proxy a couple of the expensive cards just because I like not blowing my entire paychecks on silly card game.
Well, the thing, what me and my friends do, we like to play an optimized game of Magic. We don't like to play a competitive game of Magic. What happens, like, I think, like, 2 years ago at this point, 1 year ago at this point, I don't know anymore, they came out with this bracket stuff that I don't, me no get. Me no get the bracket stuff.
It seems very, very open to interpretation.
Okay, because it is open to interpretation, but like, if you put a name to it, it's like, it's weird. So what me and my friends call it is just be chill about it. Because the way me and my friends play Magic is that we buy a 6-pack, and then we play 3 turns of Magic, and then we forget we're playing Magic.
Yeah.
Right?
See, for me, I am fine with playing with other people as long as everybody is on the same page. It's like, my one buddy, he's got like this super optimized Necron deck. And I'm like, dude, respectfully, I think that deck rules. I think that's a cool deck. I never want to play against that deck with the 2 decks that I have, because one of them is a precon from 2021 and it blows, and the other one is a fun menagerie deck. It is somewhat optimized. It is a vaguely optimized deck, but for the most part it is, haha, look at these funny creatures I'm putting out, thanks to my goat Volo Guide to Monsters.
My problem with playing Magic is I tend to use my friends' decks because I build decks that are not fun, because I find that unfun aspects of Magic to other people really fun to me.
Like what? What do you mean by that?
I am a sucker for mill and control.
Okay.
Which I understand is not fun to play against, right? Because, you got all the cool cards. You got to play your cool cards. You want to do shit. I like playing, like, control and chaos decks because fucking up with the game, it's fun. What happens is that, like, in any skill thing, like in sports, when you see a football game with great defense,
yeah, and other people are like, oh, that game sucked. It's like, no, it was good defense. It's just not flashy.
This game sucks, but this is peak football, technically.
Yeah.
Right? That happens with Magic, when realistically, control, discard, mill is like the highest big brain ways to play Magic.
Yeah.
It's not the correct way to play Magic per se, but I would say it takes more skill than going like full stump.
Yeah, no, I think it's a lot of fun piloting like a tight control deck, but also I can understand it is infuriating to play against.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I love piloting a good control deck, but I just can't bring myself, because then I always end up building kind of like the opposite of what I really like. I end up building some really stumpy, burny stuff that just like lets me, I don't have to think like what I'm gonna do. You've seen all my decks. They're not about like, I don't have to think who I'm gonna hit. I'm just gonna hit everybody at the same time.
No, and
get everybody mad at me.
One of my buddies, he has this artifact deck, and his turns take legit. I timed it one time because it was starting to piss me off. I timed it. His turn took 12 minutes because of how many things were proccing. And I was just like, are you going to do anything? Or do you just sit here like jerking off with counters? Like, do you do anything with these counters? And
we all have that one friend.
He was like, oh no, there's one card. I need one card to use these counters. And I was like, okay, I think your deck is not good because it takes forever to get up and running. and
It's
B,
nothing burger deck.
it's all flash. It's all flash, no substance. It's like, ooh, this
Yeah.
has 80 counters on it. Okay, but what can you use those counters
Yeah.
for?
So-
Nothing. It doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Yeah.
that's
So
cool,
me-
man.
me-
I'm gonna play
we-
my green-blue Simic deck. I'm gonna put out like eight 30 creatures, and I'm just gonna swing at you. Like with trample, I'm just gonna swing at you. I don't have to think.
Me
I don't
and
have
my
to
friend,
think.
we all have that one friend. We have this one friend who has, again, and this is like where I start having problems with proxying. I only keep at most 5 decks at a time, non-counting real decks. So real decks, of course, I always have them. They're my real decks. They're non-proxied. It's all real cards.
Yeah.
I keep 5. At peak, now I only have like 2 proxy decks. But at my peak, I had like my regular decks and like 5 proxy decks. But I would only take 3 decks total to go play with my friends. You know, I peak 3. This guy had 30 decks.
At what point is it too much? Because there's no way you can know the ins and outs
10.
of each of those decks. Because it's like my Volo deck, which I built from scratch, I picked each card that went into it, and I am very aware of like each card's role in the deck. Because I think that's where I think there is like, and I'm not good at it. I don't want to say I'm good at deck building. But it's like, I feel like I am a few steps above like being bad at deck building, where it's like with my Volo deck, each card, there is a reason that each card is in there. You know, like each card is very specific.
My Emo Dame deck, you've played against my Emo Dame deck.
I think so.
I know every single card. Of course, I don't know them all by memory, but I can see a hand, and I go, okay, this is what I have to do.
I can see the line. Yeah, like I can see the line if I have a hand of the deck.
So this guy has these 30 decks. Half of them play kind of the same, you know, because he's into like very specific things. And then he has this like artifact, again, another artifact bullshit deck. And whenever he starts playing Magic, me and my other buddies are just like chatting while he's playing his turn.
No, that's like, what we've started doing. We just kind of sit there while this guy like ticks up all his counters. And it's like, that's cool, man. Anyways, you have no flying protection. So because it's like one of my buddies has a dragon deck. So it's like, I'm just going to swing at you over the top with these dragons.
No, we go. He gets so mad because like we kill him early. And we go, just have a scary board and take long.
And then he heard our complaints about his artifact deck taking forever and course corrected to making a Krenko mob boss deck.
Oh,
which this is, yeah.
Okay.
Which is on paper looks like it will not be the same problem, but it is the same problem, except arguably worse, because now you're going, oh, and then I sacrifice this one and I add a floating red and then all this it's like you've put yourself in the exact same box. You have put yourself in the exact same box.
If your Krenko deck takes more than 5 minutes to turn, you're doing it wrong. Okay, I'm gonna tell you what happens. Ideally, what happens with a Krenko deck is that you make goblins, you have a sack outlet, and either you swing with those goblins or your sack outlet.
He doesn't have enough. He doesn't have enough sacks in the deck, I don't think.
Cause
so he gets stuck with like 30 1/1 goblins that he can't use for anything besides. Yeah. And it's like, dude, you're playing red, you should just be playing fast. You're playing red, you either win fast or don't win.
You need to have N plus 40 goblins, which is really easy to do in Krenko, where N is the amount of creatures that your opponent has on board. Like, just swing. At that point, just swing.
Exactly. It's in this new deck I'm building, I found a really simple infinite combo. So this deck is going to be the first one where I'm putting an infinite in. So basically what happens is I have 3 cards that let me do infinite hand size. So I've got Reliquary Tower, I've got Spellbook, and I've got Thought Vessel.
What are you going to do? You're probably going to do something with Nip Misted, aren't you?
So, yes. That is not the commander. It could be the commander, but I want Prismari to be the commander.
Yeah.
That is just one of the lines that I can take for this deck.
Yeah.
But so it's Niv Mizzet, and then Curiosity, which is
enchantment.
1 cost.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's 7 costs total for an infinite 2 card. Whenever I draw a card, Niv Mizzet does damage. Whenever a creature deals damage with an ability, I draw a card. And so
And
it's
it goes.
yeah.
Now, what's fun about that infinite is that it's not infinite. Because you are in red and blue.
Yep.
And you don't have a lot of ways to heal yourself.
Yep.
Which means you can at most take out 2 people. Sorry, 1 person you can take out. You can take out 1 person and they go down with you.
Yeah. See, so it's but then that's just one of the lines, because it's like I think it needs to have a couple different. I think decks need to have a couple different win
you can do
cons.
other stuff.
But so then it's like I'm putting in like Thassa's Oracle for the if you run out of cards you win. I'm having a lot of fun cooking it, because it's just like I already have the most expensive card in this deck, which is the Jessica's Will. I can put some cards in this.
Yeah, I like to do the opposite. I like to do the opposite. I like to do really convoluted, like infinites. So in my Yagra deck, or Igra, whatever you want to call her, I have a 5-card infinite combo where, like, if I don't have the 5 cards in play, they're like good like cards to have on your board, but they don't really do anything. But as soon as like the 5th piece of Voltron comes on, I win.
Yeah,
I win.
The do you think that we could talk the wife into playing some Magic when we're on vacation?
Tried.
You've tried?
I tried, but brother-in-law wants to play Magic.
That would be fun. Yeah, that would be fun.
Yeah,
because I'm sure you could fit a couple deck boxes in your suitcase.
Oh, for sure. Because
I can fit my Volo and my dice in my suitcase easy.
I'd probably bring like Emo Dame and Jagras.
Yeah, I'll probably bring just Volo, honestly. So Victor, look, all this talk about Magic has got me feeling a certain way. So real quick, I'm gonna tap 1 island, and I'm going to cast Pongify. Then, I'm going to tap 2, and I'm going to cast End the Episode.